got the board kind of warmed up and heated up, you want to start concentrating on the GPU and the CPU. And so we'll do that for about 20 seconds at least. To the other one. It's very important that you do not move the board. Once you start this, start heating the GPU and the CPU, the parts that were reflowing here, the whole purpose of taking all this crap apart, it's really important that you do not move the board whatsoever. You also don't want to keep it in one spot concentrating on the GPU or either the CPU, because it'll get too hot. This thing's pretty hot. Okay, then you want to cool it down slow, so you're going to start over the whole board again. It's pretty hot, it'll burn your hand. Okay, it's important now that you let this sit without touching it, without moving it, bending it, flexing it, anything, for at least 15 to 20 minutes, so that everything cools off in the exact same position that it is now. Keep it on this flat surface, let everything cool for at least 15 to 20 minutes, and then we can continue. Alright, so now that we've got the board back cooled down, it's been 20 minutes, what we're going to do is apply a strip of the thermal compound here and here, and we're going to use like a card, a credit card looking thing, some kind of swipe card, something hard, and then we're going to make it so we have just a thin layer even on both the CPU and the GPU. Alright, so be careful not to gunk it up right here. Make sure it's clean and all the old stuff is off. And we're just gonna go. Gonna do a strip of it right here, and a strip of it on this side as well. Alright, so put this top back on. Start smoothing it. Might have to apply a little bit more and make sure I try not to get it on the edges too much. If you do, go ahead and get it off. Here like this. You see, it's not, it's not really covered yet. So with this one, we'll have to apply more. Some of them will spread it across pretty pretty good, pretty even. And so with this one, so I'm gonna apply another strip there on the bottom, another strip there on that bottom. Okay, it's going on pretty good now. I'm trying to get the whole surface covered. And then I'll worry about making sure it's not too gunky. If you get this anywhere else on the board, well, try not to get it anywhere else on the board, but if you do, just make sure you get it off. So, very thin coating. Hopefully that's thin enough. Probably just, make sure it's perfect before I go on any. Alright, so now that you have the thermal compound back on there and flat and thin and everything, you're just gonna work backwards, take your time, and just put this thing back together. Okay, so here's the PS3 after it's all put together, and I'm going to be powering it up right now to see if the light stays green. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fix. It was tedious, it took a while, but it worked. And if you just take your time and follow me step by step to the fix, and then just take your time putting it back together, it also helps if you film it, because you can refer to what you filmed in order to put it back together. So, but there's a lot of people on YouTube that show you how to put it back together. And, well, actually, there's only a couple people that show you how to put it back together, but there's a lot of people that show you how to fix it, and which the same way that I did. So, good luck with yours.